distracted enough to keep moving from one side to the next as things present themselves. But they put the blinders on them, John, so they can look in one direction. And it does not matter what happens to the right. It does not matter what happens to the left. I'm not worried about the immediate situation. I'm looking at the ultimate destination. I'll shake somebody's hand and tell them I got somewhere to go. That's why I don't get caught up in menial foolishness. That's why I don't get entangled with the affairs of the world. I've got somewhere to go. Here it is now in the text. I present to you that sometimes we spend so much time preparing for success until we don't look at the possibility of failure. Sometimes in reality, failure comes as the prelude to our success. You got to know how to fail so you can know how to shout when you succeed. And the reason I can shout like I do is because my failed past says one thing to me. If I could fall in that and still get up, there's nothing that lies ahead of me. Matter of fact, touch your neighbor and say, I've been on, boo. Who gonna put me off? I promise you, what I'm about to do is turn it up on you. I'm about to go to the next level, and I'm using my pain as the momentum to push myself into my promise. Somebody shout hallelujah. I gotta get out of here. And so it is now that we must change our perspective and stop viewing our failure as final and sometimes see it as fertile, because it could be pregnant with possibility. How many believe that the last thing you went through was the thing that got you pregnant with the potential that's on the inside of you? And now I'm getting ready to push myself into the place where God has called me to be. We've examined the people and the place. Finally, as I come to the conclusion of the matter, we've got to look at the problem. The problem is they know how to fish. They've been fishing all night. They've been fishing for years. They do the right stuff, but still get the wrong results. Oh my God, here is the question then. What do you do when you do all the right things for the right reasons, but still getting the wrong results? What do you do when you started something that you love, and now what you once loved, you're starting to loathe? What do you do when you come to the place where you're sick and tired of being sick and tired? Everything you tried did not work, it failed, and now you're thinking about quitting. Should I give up or should I keep going? The answer is you come too far to give up now. I know success seems impossible, but boo, quitting is not an option. You had to start seeking purpose that's wrapped up in your problem, but still you can't find it, and you're asking yourself the hard questions. Well, I got some harsh answers for your hard questions, and I might just take a cloud and close right here, Jonah. The hard question is, did God call me to do this? Is this my task, or am I doing something somebody else told me to do? The question can only be answered by you. The second question is this my time? Or am I trying to get something prematurely that God has not ordained me to have yet? And the worst thing you can ever do, ladies and gentlemen, is to try and get something out of season. I remember when I was a boy, I would go in the backyard of my granddaddy's house, and he had a plum tree, and on the plum tree were green plums, but being on the ground they were red and yellowish in color. But something about the green plums, Rachel, we like the way it would tie our tongues, and so we shake the trees sometimes. But granddaddy would come out and say, don't shake my tree. When it's time for it to be eaten, you don't have to put no work into it. It'll simply fall at your feet. I need some witnesses here and understand said,